Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Meditation is a journey which doesn't involve time and space. Normally, journey involves time and space. I have come from Melbourne. Oh, very good. How much time it took? It took half an hour. How much distance you have covered? 20 miles. So, every journey that we know is spatio-temporal journey. But meditation is a journey which is from the virtual to the actual. Who is the virtual and who is the actual? Virtual is that which doesn't exist but which is useful, and that is electromagnetic pixels. When we add data to our laptop or phone or SD card, will it add any weight to the machine? No. And when we delete it, is anything lost? No. But the data is useful, stored. So, this journey in meditation is from the virtual I to the actual I. And this journey is performed by the virtual I, not the actual I. And this journey is performed by the virtual I who doesn't exist. Isn't it a great fun? So who is the virtual I and who is the actual I? In your day-to-day examples, husband is the virtual I and man is the actual I. Show the husband separated from the man, not from the wife, from the man. Where is this husband? When a person gets married, he is called husband. Where is he? Is it that he develops two horns and a tail and becomes Onida? No. And who is suffering or enjoying life? Not the man, but the husband, the virtual reality. And therefore, meditation is a journey where no traveling happens, but the destination is reached. See? And after reaching the destination, you have reached nowhere. This is meditation. Oh God, sit in this posture only in the morning at Brahma Muhurta, because afterward it is a Brahma Muhurta. See? And sit in Padmasana and face only to the east. Because if you face to the west, you will miss Paramatma. Forget about it. See, my friends, We told in all our lectures 100 times. I am talking to someone who has 4 qualities: Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti, and Mumukshutva. The one who has dispassion, the discrimination, Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha, and the maturity and fructification of the discrimination is dispassion. Discrimination is, oh, what I am seeing is not real. Therefore, to give up that which is not real, do we require any effort? No, it will happen. So, discrimination leads to dispassion. And to come to this state, we have to recognize where everything is happening. Everything is happening only in the mind. Nothing happens to body. Everything is happening only in the mind. And therefore, we have to work on the mind. See? The first step is that the mind is attracted toward the worldly objects. So educate the mind. The thing that you are running after, learn from your own experiences, is the only way to educate the mind. We have to learn by the mind and thus grow wise. So what we have to learn? I'll tell you what I have learned. I have been running around the world for years and years. For the first time, maybe 35, 40 years before, when I went first time to US, Europe, oh, I have to go and see this, see that, see this, see that. Now, airport to bedroom, bedroom to lecture room to dining room, back to the bedroom. What is the reason? What I have learned is this: human mind cannot remain attracted and enchanted towards the same thing, same place for all the time. Why the mid-age crisis comes? We were so close together for last 35 years, but then we got married and we started fighting. See? Friends, we have to learn this. Therefore, we should not be slave to the mind. विरज्य विषयव्रातात् दोषदृष्ट्या मुमुर्मुः स्वलक्ष्ये नियतावस्था मनसः शम उच्यते. We have this ability to find out faults in everything, including God. So find out the faults in the worldly objects. What is the fault? That which was attracting our mind earlier, after some time we lose interest. That is the nature of the mind. So the mind is making us dance, and we don't understand that. See? So Shama Dama is control over the sense organs and organs of action. Two together can be controlled in one go. देखो, सुनो, मत बोलो. Hearing and seeing is organs of perception. Bolna, talking is organ of action. So we are not dumb. We are seeing, we are hearing, but no comments. There is no need. But how to understand that? Ask a question to yourself. Did anybody ask you? No. Keep quiet. Then comes the uparati. Uparati is effortless withdrawal. We don't want to know anything because the rule is the rule is janati, ichhati, and karoti. First we know something, then we desire that thing, and then we act for that. If we do not know, we don't desire, we don't act. So, effortless withdrawal. See, like this mic. I got a very good mic, no problem. But when I saw this mic, Janati, then Ichhati, should I try it for me? Will it working on my phone or it works only on this thing? Ichhati, Dorothy, should I go to Ammajan? Do you know in today's world who are the parents? Google is the father and Amazon is the mother. When you keep water, I don't need it. When I need it, it is not there. Is the story of God. So, Uparati is therefore, do not react to anything as good or bad. When we recognize something as good, see, for example, I say, this girl is good. So, I'll run after her. Or I say, no, this man is bad. Then I'll run away. Because I have labeled something as good and bad. And the labeling happens by comments. Uparati. Then titiksha. Titiksha is sahanam sarvadukhanam apratikara purvakam. Chinta vila parahitam sa titiksha nigadyate. No complaints. Living at zero complaint level. When these four things have practice, then comes Shraddha. Shraddha is what? Shraddha is required at 3-4 places. First, Shraddha on God. Second thing, Shraddha on the teacher from whom we are learning. Third, Shraddha on the scriptures. 3. And the most important thing, Shraddha on ourselves. I can. I don't think I cannot. Then go to hell. Why we can't? We can. We should. We must. See? When these 5 things happen, Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, the net result is Samadhan. Samadhan is not contentment, ठीक है नहीं, no, that is not contentment. Samadhana is the mind is now fully available to apply without any obstacle. It is not a state of gaining something. See? Contentment is not dependent on outside things, presence or absence. Like when there is peace, aha, how nice, peaceful it is. Then it is not samadhan. When there is a chaos and yet you are at peace. Now all these things that we are understood, Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadama, Uparati, Shraddha, Ticha, Samadhana. Is it a journey in time? Is it a journey in space? Are we reaching anywhere? Are we getting anything? On the contrary, spiritual life is a bargain of complete loss. Don't get anything. Are we not experiencing the same thing when we go to sleep? What do we get in the sleep? On the contrary, is a process of giving up. Everything is rejected. Outside world, our gains, our losses, our positions, our friends, our enemies, everything is one by one given up, given up. And we come back to our bed, and there ultimately the one who was giving up everything, 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 giving up, then that one is also rejected. Be attentive. So how that I is rejected ultimately? When we are in the bed, what is the last mantra that we do? I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. So wherever there is a want, there is a I. So what is meditation? Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmannevatmana tushtaha tita prajnastadochate. Living at zero desire level. When you are living at zero desire level, spiritual practice is living at zero complaint level. No complaint. This is what you are. At this moment, you are neither in Australia nor in India. You are neither in 2023 or 1948. You are neither man or woman, neither educated, uneducated, married, unmarried. In being, there are no efforts. When we become somebody, that somebody wants something, that result is efforts are required. Wherever there are efforts, there is tiredness. Now, what exactly has happened? Let us try to understand. First step, Meditation is a bargain where we lose everything. Are we ready for that bargain? Step number one. Now, step number two. We are essentially divine, blissful, and therefore we all are seeking bliss or happiness. Like when you lit the fire, by default, by nature, by its essential nature, the fire will go up. It will not go below. You lit a matchstick and try to put it down. You may put the stick down, but fire will come up. That is natural state. The reason why we all are seeking happiness is that is our natural state. And as a result, we are seeking happiness. Don't seek happiness. Discover happiness. Discovery is that which doesn't create anything. It is already there. With nature's laws, which the scientists discover, do you think they have created them? No. It's already there. So our struggle begins when we start seeking happiness. And the same thing is aimed at in so-called meditation. Therefore, undoing meditation is not doing something to gain something. So if we are by default divine, blissful, what could be the reason that we have lost our divine, blissful nature? Now we start analyzing. Where are we? By proper inquiry, we come to know we are buried below our possessions and relations. So we are carrying the burden of possessions and relations. So whenever we carry burden, we cannot be happy. Okay? Like you see, this lady is carrying the purse. They call it a purse, but it is a whole doll. Or these gents carrying the backpack. It is a mule pack. The moment they go anywhere, the first thing is put it down. Because it's a burden. We do the same thing. What is sleep? Sleep is unburdening ourselves from the burdens of possessions and relations. Brudaranya Upanishad says, Tatra mata amata bhavati, Tatra pita apita bhavati. Tatra, in deep sleep, we are neither mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. So what is sleep? These three parameters which create the world disappear. The three parameters are time, space, and object. In deep sleep, where are we? When are we? Time. And what are we? Body. And experience is bliss. Meditation is living in a waking sleep. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati संयमी यस्याम जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्याम संयमी जागृति. Sanyami is a technical word. Don't translate it in a loose way. Trayam ekatra Sanyamaha, Patanjali Maharshi's sutra tells. When the mind is 100% together, ekatra, is stopped completely. So, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, three of them. Dharana, movement of the mind with reference to space. Dhyana, movement of the mind with reference to object. Samadhi, movement of the mind with reference to time. Trayam ekatra, when our mind doesn't move in time, space and object, that quality of the mind is called a Sanyama. So, Sanyami, the one who has this perfect control, what happens to him? Yanisha sarva bhutanam. For all the ignorant people, their truth is Nisha, it is not available. Tasyam, in that reality, Sanyami Jagrati. He is awakened to that. Because he is no more influenced by time, space and object. And Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani, this relative world which is taken by the ignorant people, Sa Nisha Pashyato Munehe. He is very much living in the relative world, but he is no more under the influence of the relative existence. Living in this mode is living in meditation. This is not an action. We are not doing something. So the question comes, how this time, space and object start influencing us? The moment our sleep is over means what? Means first projection from the mind comes. Where I am, space. That is the reason when I sleep in any place, I keep the lights on. Because when you get up, I don't know where I am. So, the moment we are again out of the sleep, the first symptom is where I am. Second symptom is when I am. Time. And third is what I am. And then a body, what we call a mithyatma, is born. All these three things, time, space and object, together create body identification. So in deep sleep, we were mukhyatma, the essential self, the real self. After we are out of the sleep, identified with the body, we are mithyatma, the illusory self. After this, the third generation, 3G scam. After that, we have possessions and relations. Where I am in my house, possession. Who am I? I am a wife. I am a mother. Now see, where is the fall? From the absolute, Mukhyatma. First fall is Mithyatma, body identification. Second fall is possessions, and relations. And if we look within ourselves, what is our life? Only having more and more possessions and getting entangled very deeply in more and more relations. And all these relations and possessions, they are not real. They are illusory. They are virtual. When a girl gets divorced, is she a widow? No, because her husband didn't die, only separated. The man is still there, but he's no more a husband. And who was miserable? This girl, who is essentially a girl, but she was a virtual wife and suffered. So where is this whole world? Whole world is virtual reality. But when we take virtual reality as actual reality, samsara begins. Therefore, our mantra, wherever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, be 100%, play your role. Karnataka, play your role, and after the role is over, change your costumes. Come back to yourself. That which is repeated is not meditation. Finite can be repeated. Infinite is never repeated. Therefore, when we are sitting, discover something which is finite. All our faculties are closed, but we cannot close the ears. We are listening to sounds, and the sounds become many because in between there is absence of sound. So the silence is infinite. Sounds are finite. Therefore, make silence as an object of experience. The more we try, we start hearing even the minutest sounds which we normally do not hear. The reason is we are trying to hear the silence again by the ears. When we have to listen to silence means remain indifferent to all sounds. No struggle. We don't want peace. let there be noise. We have to transcend both the sound and the silence. Now, exactly what is happening is we have migrated from the sounds to the silence, and from the silence to the mind, and when we are no more disturbed by sounds or pleased by silence, we have gone beyond the mind. Presence or absence of anything has no impact on me. Oh, the first step that we have taken was we support even the absence. Therefore, we are eternally present. And second step, presence of sounds and absence of sounds makes no difference to us. Therefore, we are beyond presence and absence. Is it not our experience? Do we have any time experience of our absence? No. If we don't have the experience of our absence, why struggle? I am that, I am that. K. Krishnamurti used to say, objectless awareness. We don't agree with it. presence or absence of objects makes no difference to me. It is not objectless. It doesn't matter. Should we say waveless experience is ocean? No. Ocean supports both presence and absence of the waves. Doesn't get influenced by them. Similarly, the blissful self that we are support waves of waking and dream in the form of present and also support the deep sleep in the form of their absence. We continue to be same. Waking and dream doesn't add anything to me. Deep sleep doesn't take anything away from me. मयि एव सकलं जातं मयि सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितं मयि सर्वं लयं याति तद्ब्रह्माद्वयमस्म्यहम्. Everything is born in me. Everything is sustained in me. Everything goes back to me. Your asana is perfect. Your breathing is extremely slow and shallow. The body has virtually disappeared from the mind. And therefore, our experience of being is beyond the scope of definition like is or is not. The breathing is extremely slow and shallow. Because of the old habits, thoughts will come. Do not react. The moment you become aware of the thought shies away and disappears. Thought formation is a sign of getting away from awareness. Thoughts pertaining to children is a sign that the lady has migrated from the woman to the mother. Thereafter, the mother is living the life, not the lady. Do not try to see anything. Devalue any experience. These are the tricks of the mind. In this process, mind is leading to its annihilation by merging in pure conscious bliss. Without going to sleep. In sleep, mind goes to Prakriti and again comes out with the impressions. But now the mind goes back to pure consciousness and gets annihilated. Because we have not done meditation, therefore there is neither success nor failure in meditation. On the spiritual path, there is neither success nor failure. There is neither gain nor loss. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ. There are no efforts, no struggle, and therefore neither there is a gain nor is there any loss. fight with the mind, but learn. Every thought erupts from the seed of Mr. Somebody. That somebody is the virtual reality. Therefore, thoughts are not the problem, but the flow of thoughts or the virtual reality is mistaken by us that it is to me. And apart. Take deep breath 2-3 times slowly. And recognize how the mind is now including the body. The body is the content, mind is the container. And from the total mind, an individual mind is born after body identification. And thereafter, somebody is born. Mother, father, brother, sister, etc. And the thought process is initiated. This understanding has to be distinctly clear. Then we will not struggle in life. We give a status of reality to the virtual and suffer. Move your toes and fingers slowly so that body identification again is back. Become somebody and play the game of life. Offer everything at the feet of the Lord. Don't make a memory of this experience. If you make a memory, it will be a concept. Concepts are subject to modification. You are eternal. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.